Chief Justice of the Nigerian Supreme Court, Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad, has been revealed to be going through many health problems after it was reported a few days ago that he tested positive for coronavirus. According to the People's Gazette, Tanko is enduring a fiery battle with dementia and complications from heart disease, according to testimony from highly competent Supreme Court sources familiar with her deteriorating state. Muhammad was transferred abroad for urgent treatment for his illness, which has been kept secret since he took office as Nigeria's top jurist in 2019. Two sources who work closely with him told the Gazette. Our sources spoke under anonymity to avoid being targeted for interacting with reporters on a matter that was being silenced in the Supreme Court. Mr. Muhammad's fight against dementia, a disease that causes memory loss, was first manifested when he ordered the appointment of another chief registrar of the Supreme Court, despite the existence of a substantive registrar. Hadizatu Wani Mustafa, our source said. Another source told the Gazette that the CJN also exhibited another dangerous example of memory lapses when it revealed its plans to go to the presidential villa to meet with President Olusegun Obasanjo, a former Nigeria leader who was mistakenly considered by current President Muhammadu Buhari. His illness has been deteriorating, and now we are all very concerned that it will be difficult for the man to remember his own name soon, said the Supreme Court official. He's been doing so many dangerous things. Before being flown abroad, Mr. Muhammad was transferred to Kaduna because his caregivers felt that it would be easier for people to learn of his ailments if he were allowed to continue occupying his official residence in Abuja. Another source familiar with the matter said that Mr. Muhammad's situation had left his son in control of judicial policies in the country, even though they did not have a formal appointment to fill those roles. The chief clerk of the Supreme Court and a senior assistant of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court did not return the Gazette's request for comments. A spokesperson for the National Council of the Judiciary declined to comment on whether its director was being treated for dementia and heart disease. The CGN's health problem raises concerns that the heads of the Nigerian judiciary and executive may be suffering from similar cognitive crisis. Last week, the Gazette exclusively reported on President Muhammadu Buhari's decision to withdraw from an interactive session with federal lawmakers to account for his handling of national security. Sources at last week's ruling APC National Caucus meeting at the Presidential Villa, where Buhari finalized his withdrawal from meeting with MPs, told the Gazette that the move was based on fears that the president could be exposed as too fragile to govern or not mentally aware of the high security situation in the country. But the president's handlers maintained that he had no problems with his cognitive abilities despite all the evidences from the country. Muhammad's allies had taken a similar approach in managing his memory deficiency. Ibrahim Saulawa, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, had revealed on Tuesday that Muhammad was receiving treatment in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, after having contracted the coronavirus. However, Salaw's disclosure was refuted by Supreme Court spokesperson Festus Akonde, who vigorously argued that the Chief Justice had not tested positive for the viral infection. Akonde did not clarify the reasons for the CGN's trip to Dubai, as well as his conspicuous absence at a ceremony on Monday. When dozens of high-level lawyers were sworn in, he wasn't there. The Honorable CJN that Judge Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed is unavoidably absent from a function is not enough to plunge into his premeditated conclusion that there is now anxiety for his health, the Supreme Court spokesman said in a statement Tuesday night, saying, I want to make it categorically clear that so far there is no medical report available from anyone that indicates that Honorable the CGN has tested positive for coronavirus. Okay, now so that they talk now, they will hide it because they just still want to be in the same position. They will hide it just the way they hid Yaradua's case. They will continue to hide it. Dementia is now rampant. God will help all of them. The most important thing is that say the truth. We just wish him quick recovery in whatever that he's going through. If he's not in any way sick, good and fine. But if he's sick, we wish him quick recovery because we know that that is the uh, rave of the moment now. That is the reigning thing. When things happen, they will not want to say it the way it is because they don't want to lose their job. They don't want to lose the position. They want to eat their cake and have it. Of course, definitely all of those things will be revealed. They are the same person, the same people, the high rank people in that same department or in that same section saying that this is what happened. Another person is coming to counter it. So what does that tell you? Who is lying? Who is saying anything? It's not as if anybody's rumored, it's being rumored by an outsider or passers-by or by regular people who are not within the judicial council. But within them, they are not countering themselves. The question is that then what is he doing in Dubai? He's saying that for the fact that the man was not around during the occasion does not suggest that is or there's any need for people to be anxious or for any form of anxiety. All we know is that one day all of these things will be open. Well, they will continue to embarrass themselves because just say something the way it is. Nobody's going to kill you. The highest people will pray for you. People will sympathize with you. But a situation whereby you are going through stuff and you are still lying about it, how do you want to get out of the problem? Now we have not even heard from Mama Daura close to how many months now. We have not heard from him, but they are still lying about it. If that is the problem, somebody say then clone him. Clone him. That man needs to go home and rest. I don't understand why Muhammad Buhari keep appointing old men like himself always. I can't accept the fact that a dementia patient can be a president in a country like us because we don't resign from position, especially if elected. I can accept the fact that dementia patients can be a king based on culture, etc. But if all those positions I mentioned are occupied by a demented and good people surrounded the fellow, no issue. But demented president, demented CGN, demented late chief of staff, who knows? Demented current chief of staff, coupled with demented constitution, is a very bad thing for a country like us. Am I getting demented? Oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. Just like we've been talking about the handlers of the presidents. If really they know what they are doing, all of these things wouldn't have even come up in the first place. You will just hear and see things moving on smoothly. Now, see the vice president, we don't even know where he is. They've boxed that one. He can't even come out. It's like he's been caged in a box that he cannot even speak. He can't even lift a finger. If really they are really patriotic, there's a way they will cover this whole thing and things will still move on. But because of their selfishness, wickedness, they cannot even reason beyond their nose. You can imagine. We are going to talk about that man too, the spokesperson of the president, who told us that 10 children were kidnapped, and now it happens to be 300 and something. Is he demented too? He said somebody told him, a boy told him, according to the account of a boy. It's unfortunate. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take on this.